Welcome to Pemberley Farm. Well, it's been a while since we've talked about our animals, and so I thought I'd give you kind of an update. This is one of our Dexter mamas, and let's see, this one is Bessie, I think. Yeah, she's the one with the shortest horns. This is Bessie, and up there by the tree is Mabel. Let's see, and the donkey, this is Buttercup. Now, just FYI, if you're local, we are going to sell our Dexter mamas, and they're both bred. So, anyway, contact us if you're interested in that. I'm trying to move over so I can get a better shot of the little red boy up there. It's not working very well. It's wanting to focus on the tree. But anyway, he's a steer. He's a good boy, and he's a big boy for no older than he is. And then on the other side of him is our bull, and you can't see anything but his behind. So there you go. But he's a big boy, but he's a sweet boy. He's really a good gentle bull. And this little cutie is Miss Izzy, and she is being weaned, so she's kind of off away from her mama, which doesn't make her happy at all. But she eats very well. She drinks water very well, and she's our youngest. And she's out of one of the Dexter mamas. And she's a big girl. She's about 6 months old now. And she's a pretty good size, even though she's half Dexter. And this is Missy. This big, beautiful girl is Missy. And I'll have Ashley link a video when she was just newly born. And now she's 2 years old and going to be a mama herself. And she's a pretty girl, and she's sweet. She's a little skittish because of course this would be her first freshening, but she's a good girl. And right behind her, peeking around, is another cutie pie, and she's out of one of the Dexter mamas as well. But and then back there is Ellie. And she's the only one of the calves that's got horns. And she's out of a Dexter mama. Ellie is also for sale, or will be for sale. This is the area that they're standing in, is where they come out of the corral when they're shut up for whatever reason. And then my husband drags out the manure and all, and then piles it up and does stuff with it. But anyway, you can see that pretty piece of pasture out there. He hadn't let them out on it yet. He's letting it get a little bit bigger. And then they've been eating out on this. They're allowed to be out on this. But they've got hay in front of them all the time. But they're good girls. We're keeping our bull because he's such a good boy. And this, I forgot to tell you, the one closest to us, that's Sophie. Her name is Sophie. And so we're keeping Sophie and possibly Izzy, the little one that you saw first. But we want to get rid of Ellie and the Dexter mamas. And I can't get her to come this way, but that's Big Mama over there by the fence. She's talking to Bessie. And she's our milk cow. Big Mama's our milk cow, and she's a good one. I'll have Ashley also do a link to one about her. And she's a good girl. She's just what they call bomb-proof. You can just do anything with her around, and she's fine with it. She's not skittish at all. Miss Sophie. So anyway, just thought you might want to see a little update on all the animals. Missy is a pretty cow. She's really pretty. A good friend of mine's bull is her daddy, and And her coloring is not like his, but her markings are very much like his. And she's a big girl, and she's a pretty girl. So let's now go on to find the goats, another donkey, and the horse. Well, Princess is way across the way. Usually she's up closer, but she's found her some yummy grass out there. She's our old girl. She's 25 at least. She's a quarter horse. Nobody rides her anymore. She's basically a lawn ornament, but the girls love her, and the little girls will get on her, and their mama will lead her around, but no adults ride her anymore. But her tail is kind of short because the goats that she stays next to a lot of times, especially when she's eating, will eat her tail. So that's why her tail's so short. This is Mr. Spunky, and if you let him, he would probably sit in your lap because he likes a lot of loving, this little boy does. And here's over here one of the goats with him there eating some hay. The goats, there's two girls and a boy. The boy is a wether, meaning that he is fixed. He can't have babies. Here's another one. And but they're just pets. I mean, we don't milk them because there's no boy here to breed with and to have babies with. And there's the other one. There's three of them. They're just pets. The girls love them. When people come here that have kids, they love them. And so between them and Mr. Spunky, they get a lot of loving from everybody that comes because that's what they want. They want you to love on them and pet them. For those of you who are fairly new here, the mouthy one is Miss Darcy. She is our guard goose, and she guards everybody. Her and the rooster guard everybody pretty good. But we have some new babies coming on. I'll show you them. These are the old girls. All of them are old girls. And we've got some, I think 8 young pullets coming up. I'll show you them. And then we've got some newly hatched babies I'll show you. These are the young ones. They're skittish. They're not like the old girls that come running when you drive up. They run away. But they're looking really good. And 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8. They move every time I try to count. But they're going to be up and coming. It'll be a little while before they are big enough to lay eggs. But they'll be our next layers. And that's a good thing because the old girls are slacking a good bit. Even though they have picked up over the winter, they're still not as in full force as they have always been. But that's not abnormal for chickens. As they get older, the less eggs they lay. Here's the newest babies. They're spunky little things. We did not order them. We hatched them here just from our chickens. So they're just a barnyard mix. And I do realize that we'll have some roosters in there. But they seem to be healthier than what we've ordered recently from the hatcheries. And so, because we lost a lot of our hatchery chicks. Those 8 are all we had left that I just showed you. And so, these have acted healthier from the beginning. I said, you know, it takes them 3 days to get here, and I guess 3 days of no water or food might make a big difference in them when these get water and food immediately after they're dry. This is the incubator that we got, and it holds 18 eggs. I'll do well, I'm out here in the shed, everything's a mess out here, so I'm just kind of focusing on that, but I'll leave a link down below to that. We were really pleased with the performance. Now, I know we're talking about animals, but I just had to stop and show you this beautiful thing. This is right at the corner where the old farmhouse is. And this azalea has always been so gorgeous, but parts of it are beginning to die, which breaks my heart. We've got to cut out the dead and see what we can do. Maybe give it some extra fertilizer or something, I don't know, but I would hate to lose this whole azalea because it is truly magnificent. And all the buds aren't even open yet. Plus we've had rain that beat it up some. But it is a beautiful thing, and I just had to show you that. All the azaleas are really pretty this year. I love those over there. All these azaleas came from my grandmother's house. And after she passed away and my mom and her sister had sold the place, then before it was sold, we brought a lot of azaleas up here. And azaleas and daylilies were my mother's and my grandmother's thing. One more flower as we say goodbye. This is a wild honeysuckle bush. This is not a vining honeysuckle. And so we have these pink ones, and we have some what my mom called gold ones. They're an orangish color. But anyway, we thank you for coming by and seeing the update on all our animals, all our menagerie. And I heard the cat, so I think I'm going to go down here. This is Marty. Abigail named him. Somebody dumped him here, and he's a pretty good cat. But anyway, thank you for joining us. Thank you for following along on our channel and watching our videos. If you have not already subscribed, please do so. Like our videos and share them. It really helps our channel out. You have a very blessed day from Pemberley Farm.